Look, it's Colin. And lots of jugs of hydraulic oil. And a hydraulic line that we just had made. Because we've found the problem with the 8295. It's about a foot long line that comes off of a T that comes off of the, what is it, the brake?
Yeah, brake valve.
Comes off the brake valve and goes to the accumulator. That's what was creating all of our, oh hell, I can't film it because there ain't enough room for 2 people in there. But so hopefully this will be ready to roll and we can put it back on the disc, because the 8235 is on the disc right now over on an 80-acre farm 2 roads over from here that I'm working, and that's not working because it's throwing all the bullshit codes again for the regeneration exhaust filter bullshit. So it's a beautiful thing to make Greta and Al Gore happy. So we will be pouring lots of oil back in this, because when we had the issue it was pissing more oil out underneath it than what it was we were putting in, all because of one line blowing. 8295 back together. Brake line going from that to the accumulator is now fixed, so that can go back onto the Terradisc, and the 8235 will now be sitting over in the other field 2 roads over, waiting for the John Deere dealership to come, because that's all computerized bullshit. Never a dull moment. Time to get back to work. Alright, back in business. Just brought the truck and seed tender over. This is an 80-acre farm. There's about 20 on this side of the road that I planted already. There's a piece out back I started planting. This is a new farm we picked up this year. I dropped Barb off for the 8295. So now I gotta unhook this piece of shit so that she can come and hook onto that, the Terradisc of the 8295, because I don't know when they're coming for this. He called this morning and said it would probably be tomorrow. Put my lunchbox back in this and start it so it cools down, because it's flipping hot again today. It's like 85 again. Chance of thunderstorms. Get my gloves. Yeah, doubt we'll get any. Tomorrow's supposed to be 85. Sounds like more of a chance of rain. Better cool down a little before I start planting again. Alright, so I'm turning you off now so I can get this thing straightened out. Start unhooking. There she goes. Back in business. Dead soldier over there. Not dead. I mean, it runs. It's just that computerized bullshit to make Greta and Al Gore happy. And when the computer says it's not gonna run, it's not gonna run. And that pisses me off. You think we need some rain? That's Barb looking like Pigpen going around the headlands of that big piece on the new farm. Holy shit, we need some rain. So I'm heading around this big field. Goes out behind their house here. Oh, excuse me. Up over this hill. I know, for you guys out west, this isn't a big field, but for us here, yeah, it is. There's probably, I don't know, gotta be 40 acres or better in this field. So, and as you can see, I'm on my second time around and the dust is just a-rolling still. I hope we get some rain tomorrow like they're calling. They say chance this afternoon again, but I don't see it happening, because it sure doesn't look it. But tomorrow's supposed to be a little better chance, because the ground is getting very hard to disc also. So we've lowered the disc a little to get up some more dirt, try and get the beans into some moisture. But it'll be nice if it rains, because it's very hard to see depending on which way you go also. Right now I can see because the wind is blowing the dust behind me. But when I come around the other side of the field, not so good. No. And I hope they got the windows closed in the house too, because if they don't, yeah, it's not so good neither. Damn windshield wipers in the way. There's one of the two local John Deere dealers' mobile service truck. The tractor doctor is here to try to figure out all the electronic Greta Al Gore bullshit in that tractor. And yes, that's the other John Deere dealer. I've pretty much had enough of the one that worked on it last year and already this year, so we'll see what they come up with. Just got the 8235 back just in time. I know the camera never does it justice, but on this farm I'm at, sorry to whip you around. I'm trying to put the drill in the ground and get straight. That's a steep hill. And the drill is pretty full. I just filled it a half an hour ago. That would have made the 7230 push a little, turning on that headlamp. I don't know, the guy said he got it working. He did a manual regen. Everything seems to be working now. But if it quits working, oh goodness, the dust. It's probably going to be the $2,500 ECU unit. Just what a guy wants to hear. But it is what it is. At least right now it's working. Give you another view of this hill this way. It's not quite as steep as that one I filmed down to Ira when I was planting corn, but it's pretty steep going down that way. And of course you can see the dust just rolling by us. It is horrible. Down to about 15 minutes worth of short rows in this field. And the thunderstorm that they said could be coming, looks like it's coming. That's probably Kevin from Remembrance Farm texting me, because we've been texted if you hear my phone dinging. But the sky is getting dark. I hope we get some rain, but I want to finish this field. That, and I don't want a whiz-banging hellacious storm either, because those suck. Half inch of rain would be really good. Boy, that sky's ugly. Hold off for another 15-20 minutes, would you, Mother Nature? Well, I should have filmed it. I don't know if you can see the water on the ground. I don't know how well you can see the track that my Culipacker's making. But holy shit, did it just pour. And I had about a half an acre left down there. I planted it. You see water standing right there. Well, you can't see through the windows very good anymore, but holy shit, I was in the farthest corner of this field and it let loose. Little muddy. Little muddy. But I wasn't going back down there. So we made it to here. We're good. I think our day might be over though. I'm gonna have to go check south of here to that farm south of 370, about 3-4 miles that I work, and see if they got rain there, because the darkness wasn't that way. But holy shit, is it wet. Alright, we'll see what the drill looks like. Yep. She's a little squashy. Yep. She's a little muddy. So is the Cullipacker. But like I said, I was in that far corner. I wasn't getting, I mean, this thing hit like instantly. So I was gonna make a mess getting out of there anyhow. So I just finished it. If it grows, it grows. It's about a half an acre. It'll be what it'll be. So we are done for the day after that rain. But here sits that Pottinger demo machine. Not sure what the model number is. 8001T. Okay. Mine's a 6001T. 20 footer. This is a 26 footer. Got a hydraulic jack. That's much nicer than what mine has. Obviously we gotta hook a hose up and get it up just a little. But I don't know too much about this, so looks like some sort of depth settings and stuff. The salesman's supposed to come out tomorrow because I don't know, my rain gauge said 2/10. It doesn't look that horrible. I think we got a little more than that, but it was coming down sideways, so I'm not sure it all got in the rain gauge. But he's coming out tomorrow sometime. Tomorrow's supposed to be good, then rain again Friday, so we can demo it. Mine doesn't have the scratcher things, and this has got kind of a color packer back where mine's got the crumbler. So I'll film it when we use it. Okay, it's demo day. Trying to figure out all the different levers here. That looks heavy. Modern technology, there's too many levers. Alright, so we got it unfolded. Now you gotta bring the, I'm gonna say, now you gotta bring them tires up. Whoa, these have gotta go up now somehow. There we go. She figured it out. And that's how you raise it to turn it on the headlamp.
But I thought the wheels stayed on the ground.
Those?
I almost think they might.
How can they though? You can't get it down then.
That's a good...
Alright, first pass. We're learning. We want to go deeper. So we're adjusting it deeper now. Get a little more dirt than what we got. What'd you take out?
3.
So you put it down to 3?
Yep.
All right.
That's kind of why I didn't want to mess with it.
Similar adjustments to what mine are for depth. Oh! Bringing up plenty of dirt. All right, it's been a bitch of a day so far. Demo is over, but while washing this up, see that arm right there? It goes up, and there's your adjustment. Little T handle for your depth. Well, that one's gone. Here it is, a brand new one. Broke this bolt coming out of it off that the handle goes on to for your adjustment, spring loaded. And this thing that your T-handle goes into the different slots, was all pressed together. I just had to take it over to the shop and get this widened back out so that this will fit down in it like it's supposed to go in the holes. So Barb is overusing the demo machine, which I showed you some of, but it was kind of a cluster getting everything together, but we got it figured out with a few phone calls to the Pottinger rep. So I'm gonna finish putting this thing back together so I can see if I can get something done. All right, an hour later, numerous trips to the shop and having to straighten this out some because the gap in there, it got bent and the gap was too narrow for the T-handle to move up and down through. But I finally got that arm in. Got that gap bent around. It's as straight as it's gonna get, but it works. And of course, this nut's got to be down in that hole. You can't get in there with a socket or anything. So I had to take the bottom apart again to push the rod up through to get the nut down to about the same as what the other ones are. So, like I said, an hour later, a lot of swearing and a lot of trips to the shop. Oh, and my knees hurt. How you doing, Cousin Ronnie? How you doing, Ronnie? Because you probably watched this. And I got it fixed. And I just brought over cardboard, and did it here in the dirt. So it's done.